Day 3 challenge training post. So far, we've covered establishing baseline and active listening. We start off with these steps to make sure that your presumptions are based on the best possible evidence. Practicing these steps also gets you into the habit of starting to observe body language. In most cases, we have interacted with others in the same way for the majority of our lives, so making these changes can be difficult. Not so much that the task of observing body language is difficult, more actually remembering to do it. Right, let's get going with the Day 3 training. Rather than jump straight into what certain signals and gestures mean, I wanted to use today's training to talk about open and closed body language. Our day-to-day interactions are about recognizing overall body language rather than specific cues. Open body language is where the person's body is taking up space. They are standing tall, their chin is lifted, their arms and legs are not held close to the body. This open position is seen when someone is feeling positive and/or confident. Closed body language is where someone tries to make themselves as small as possible. They are likely to hunch their shoulders, drop their chin, cross their arms over their body and cross their legs, especially when they're standing. The closed position is seen when someone is feeling negative, scared and/or unsure of themselves. A lot of the closed body position relates to protecting the torso and head. Things like crossed arms provide protection or a barrier between us and the world around us. This barrier can also include objects, for example, holding a handbag or folder in front of ourselves. The fact we take up less space also means that we draw less attention to ourselves. When you start to pay attention to the overall body positions, you can start to get a feel for how the other person is feeling. While looking for open and closed body positions may not tell you immediately whether the person is sad or nervous, it will give you an idea of how to approach the interaction. If someone is showing closed body language, a gentle approach may be more appropriate. Whereas if someone is showing open body language, then an overly positive greeting may be entirely welcomed. Remember that if someone moves from open to closed body language during an interaction, this likely means that they are having a negative reaction to the conversation. You can test this by returning to a less controversial topic to see if they open up again. A great trick when faced with someone who is showing closed body language is to give them something to hold. This could be as simple as a cup of tea or asking them to pass you something. This causes them to move from a closed body position to an open position. This works because there is a feedback loop between our brain and our bodies. Our brain feels a certain way and that causes our bodies to move in certain subconscious ways. The interesting part of this is that the body also feeds back to the brain how to feel based on how it is positioned. By getting the person to move, we can interrupt this loop and hopefully help the person start to feel more positive. Homework task. Your task for today is to try and pick out open and closed body language. Post in the comments below how you went. Remember that you don't need to interact with someone to view their body position. Have a look around when getting your morning coffee or sitting on the train and see what you can pick. That's it. Don't forget to add your homework answer to today's post and we'll see you at the live in the Facebook group. Thanks. Bye.